Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful Wednesday. I know that I am. Really been struggling to stay away from the political posts because they are blowing up the Facebook feed timeline and the LinkedIn timeline and social media in general. It's going to be a crazy next, what do we got? 60 to see September, October, November. So let's see, October, November. So 60, 75 days or something like that until it's time to cast the vote. Anyway, so if you're like me, I am always pushing myself to the end to improve, to do things faster, to do things more efficiently, to get a yes quicker, to move people off my list versus on my list. And here's the question for you: have you ever struggled? You're in a conversation and you're talking to someone, and you just can't figure out why you're not connecting, right? One of the reasons you're probably not connecting is because you're probably not speaking that person's language. And once you learn how to speak their language, you'll be able to attract more of them. So for those of you that are wanting me to get right to the point, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this fast and fast and to the point for you. That I just pointed out was a personality color called a red. And I'm going to go over some of these personality colors, but more importantly, what I discovered over the last couple of days and how I was able to add literally 29 customers in one day, just bam, just like that, is because I was able to talk their color personality. And I use a little tool to do that. So if you're watching this, if you're curious, like how do I tell what somebody's personality is? One is you need to know what your own is. Shoot me a private message. I'll get you a link so you can go ahead and take a personality test. It's very cool. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. Shoot me a message. I'll get you that link. You can go ahead and take a personality test and see what your personality test is, and then you can go from there. But when you're reaching out to people, you might wonder why am I reaching out to this group of people and I'm just getting crickets back? I'm not getting any responses, or maybe the response rate is a lot lower. And then maybe you use that same prospecting script and use on another group of people, but it works and you get a lot of response, and you don't know what the difference is. You might be going through a group of people and say, for example, you're prospecting on LinkedIn and you picked out a target market that you want to go after. Yes, I'm drinking coffee. You need some water? I got some coffee. I'm good. Okay. Ooh. Hey, Laura. So you're sending out that script and you pick out your target audience and you're going after those, whatever, doctors, attorneys, lawyers, truck drivers, whatever they are. And you're sending out, and you're just getting crickets back. And then you pick out another group of people and you send out the exact same script to those people and you start getting a bunch of replies back. Now, if you track what you're doing, if you track your groups and your responses and you do split tests and all that kind of crazy stuff that you don't really have to do, you might realize that the error in your ways or the error in your prospecting is that there's not one script is one size fits all. Now you can say that you can just go gangbusters and you can send a script out to tons of people and hopefully somewhere that there'll be a few people that respond to it. But when I discovered this the other day, and I have to test everything that I do. If I see something, I'm like, okay, I'm going to test this. So I did, and I went in and I started sending these scripts out. And I said, okay, I'm going to figure out what this person's personality type is. And there's 4 personality types. There's basically a red, there's a blue, there's a yellow, and there's a green. Now, greens, for those of you that don't know, green is somebody that loves to analyze and pick through stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull this up now and go through these with you really quick to give you just a general idea. And again, if you want that color personality test, shoot me a private message. I'll get you the link so you can go take your own personality test and see what color you are, see how you respond best. And once you know how you respond, it'll give you a general idea on who you can talk to and how you respond as well. So very, very cool process. Let me see, where is it at? Get it to come up here. So let's go back to Go back here. I can scroll down here. And I'll click on this. Thought I was organized. And that probably just drove a red out of his mind. Same thing with a green. So there's basically four different color types. There's a red, blue, there's red, there's blue, there's red, there's yellow, and there's green. Now, typically, when you're looking at somebody that's blue, there's someone that likes to have fun. Thank you, sweetie.
Kind of goes with your hat.
Whew, I was cold and wet. Oh, you guys see this? You guys see this?
Kind of goes with your hat.
It says Devon on it. She put this on her really cool bottle, and it does match my entire. Yeah, it matches sort of the whole room here we got going on. I am back. This cord is so sensitive. It's so sensitive. So I'm back. So your color values are red, are blue, red, yellow, and green. Your reds primarily are going to be somebody that loves freedom, flexibility, spontaneity, action, opportunity, excitement, attention, stimulation, competition, winning, fun, image. Those are the kind of people that when you present an opportunity to them, they're going to look at it, they're going to make a quick decision. So if you're speaking their language, they're going to be more likely to incorporate you. If you, and now they say they do like a little bit of fun, but fun's on their low scale. Whereas somebody that's a blue, for example, a blue is going to be, into just a lot of fun. They like a lot of fun activity. They're the ones jumping up and down on chairs, shouting. They love they're the life of the party. They're more on the fun side versus somebody that's red that wants to get right after it. Of course, a yellow is somebody that's nurturing. They have more love, and they love people, and they care about people and things like that. And if you can speak that language, you can speak those languages. Now, not one person is one everybody. In other words, I'm looking at somebody's code right here, right now. This lady, she's primarily red. She's secondary blue. Actually, her blue and her greens match up, and then she's got a nurturing, which is very, very low. So in this person's personality type, when I'm communicating with her, I'm going to talk about, moving forward very quickly. I'm going to talk about how that can be fun at the same time. And then, of course, I'm going to mention if you need more time to, if you need to do more research, you need more information, let me know. So I've hit all of her color points, right? I've hit everything in terms of having that conversation with her so that when I deliver the information, it's going to be the exact same information. I'm just going to pretext it with what I want her to hear so that that's what she's looking for through the presentation, right? I've preset her up. I've set her up by auditorily, I think that's the right word, by auditorily putting it in her head that this is the information I'm going to give you. So when she watches the presentation, she's going to be looking for those. She's going to be looking for something that's quick, that's easy, that has fast results. She's going to look for something that can be fun for her and others. Then, of course, she's going to be looking for the opportunity to get as much information as she wants. So I'm going to put that all together up front and deliver that to her. And when I send her that presentation, when she says she wants to look at it, I say great, and I follow up with a presentation script that fits that color personality along with that link. And of course, I set a follow-up time because she's somebody that wants to get to the point. So I'm going to say, how soon can you watch this? And she's going to say, great. I said, you watch it at that time. I'm going to follow up like 20 minutes after that time. We'll touch base. We'll get all your questions answered. We'll get any more information that you need, and we'll get moving on so you can go out and work with others and make it an exciting time, right? So I've hit on all of her points based on her color personality type. So if you would like to do the same thing, if you'd like to know what somebody's personality is, if you'd like to maybe prospect and enroll a lot of customers as well, and you'd like to know, maybe you're saying the wrong thing to the wrong person. And sometimes it's just a slight tweak in your script, or maybe adding one little extra line in there that's going to get them to perk up and pay attention so that you're actually speaking their language to get them to engage with you and have a conversation, right? So if you'd like to find out what your personality type is, if you'd like more information on the color personality types, if you really want to explode your business and take it to the next level, shoot me a private message. I'll get you that link. You can go and you can take a look at your personality code. You can dive into the training a little bit more, see if it's something that's going to work for you. Get some of your teammates. Feel free to share the link with your teammates. Get them to go in and take a color personality test as well. And in that side, if you're a leader, get your team to take the test as well. That way, maybe you've got some people out on the fringe because maybe you're a red and you're not communicating to your yellows correctly, right? Or maybe you're a blue and you're not communicating with your reds correctly. Or maybe you've got a couple of greens that just need a lot of information and you're getting frustrated because you're a red because they're not moving fast enough. I'm a red-green. I love my spreadsheets. I love tracking stuff, but also I'm a red-driven person. Basically my colors are red, blue, yellow, and my yellow and green's probably pretty close because I love loving on people as well. So very, very important that you take these tests, you figure out where your team is at, you figure out where you're at, and then you learn how to tailor your scripts so that when you're reaching out to a red, you're speaking their language. You're reaching out to a blue, you're speaking their language. You're reaching out to a green, you're speaking their language. You're reaching out to a yellow, you're speaking their language. And then of course you can tailor it to somebody that might have a combination of all three, and you can do a little bit of, you can mix it up a little bit so your conversation makes sense to them so they don't think that you're talking like an alien. And if you ever talk to somebody, they're looking at you like they're crazy, it's because you might be talking blue to a green. And greens ain't all about partying. Greens are about business, information, and research. They want to do their research. They want to crunch the numbers, and they're not somebody that's going to move fast. You know, so you can give them information quickly and get to the point, but they need to process it, download it, analyze it, look at all the FAQs and the prospectuses and all that kind of stuff before they make a decision. So if you like that link, shoot me a private message. I'll get it over to you. Take the test. It's absolutely awesome to figure out what your color personality is. Do that. Share it with your team so they can figure out what their color personality is. Have a lot of fun prospecting. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. On a mission to have no more empty refrigerators. Go out and make an extreme impact and be a legacy creator. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.